Welcome to the First 40 Sports Show with the squad. It's Black Thor, Ice Water, and Puma. We're back. Going to hit the top stories real quick. Unranked Northern Illinois University. They've been coming for years. Upsets number 5 Notre Dame. Does this knock Notre Dame out of the 12-team college football playoffs, Black?
No, I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. Because I think some of these teams, you look at where Michigan was ranked, where Notre Dame was ranked, some of these teams, I don't know who put this together. I don't know who put this together, but I think some of these teams are kind of placed way higher than it should be. So if they can kind of put some wins together, because that's not, I don't care if they got a 50-team playoff. They want Notre Dame in.
Yeah, and I've been watching Northern Illinois for a long time, and their coach has been really kind of coaching that team up. I'm not really surprised by the victory. Ice, does this knock them out the 12-team playoffs?
No, from the standpoint because of the factor that there's going to be some room for a lot of other teams. So you might get 2-3 losses, depending on what conference you come from. It just might mean that they're going to be deeper when it comes to seeding. So, I think that's what it means from that standpoint.
I really think that it may knock them out because they got a lot of other tough games to play, and Notre Dame didn't look good at all against Northern Illinois. So the jury's still out on that. I don't know. They didn't look too good at Texas A&M. They didn't look good yesterday, so we'll see. Let's go on to NFL football. Of course, you had 2 teams playing in Brazil. Jordan Love went down. I thought it was going to be for the rest of the season, Ice, but it's only for 3 to 6 weeks with an MCL sprain. How does this hurt Green Bay's chances of making it to the playoffs? Because I think they're pretty much going to be second in that division behind Detroit. But does this hurt their chances of getting in the playoffs?
I think tremendously because of the factor that, I'm not sure. Please educate me who the backup is.
They got that brother from the Titans, Willis.
Okay,
Okay,
that's great, but I'm just saying in regards to making plays happen, they got to win some games. So if he's out 3 to 6 weeks, let's say on a minimum it's four games, you got to win games because you lose, that means it's going to hurt your chances of moving up. You can't afford just to go, well, as long as we're mediocre. No, they go off of Love and they need him, and I'll be interested to see how they move forward without him as a starting quarterback.
Black?
3 games, yes. I think they might be okay. Anything beyond 3, I think they're in tough shape, bro. Like Ice was saying, Willis he's not the answer. They couldn't really run the ball that well until late in the game when they were playing the Eagles. So their running game hasn't established itself unless they're going to really try to win ugly like the Steelers do, like Chicago is doing. Unless they try to win like that and hopefully they can win some games, but they're not built that way. So I think it's going to really hurt this season.
Yeah, you mentioned the Steelers and the Bears. The Bears are in trouble offensively. I don't know how many games they can win defensively, but they are in trouble offensively because you can't just. Tennessee just kind of gave up that game, 17-0, and they kind of gave up that game. But I think Willis can kind of steer the ship a little bit. Maybe give him 2 games, maybe 3. They're going to have to rely on that defense. I'm not sure, but it's going to be really, really, really tough. I thought he was out for the season. If he was out for the season, there's no way that Green Bay can make the playoffs in that division. But since he is going to be out for 3 to 6 weeks, they're expecting him to be back even sooner. Hopefully he comes back sooner because I really like him. I really like that team. They're a young team. They're hungry. They had a run in the playoffs, and I was looking forward to seeing them in the NFC Central. Let's go to baseball real quick and give me some teams, Ice, that you think are going to take the crown. Either 1 or 2 teams that you think are going to take the crown this year.
Okay, let's keep this 100, bro. I don't know why you do this. I'm serious. The Dodgers have spent so much daggone money, and Ohtani shows you what he can do. I don't know if they don't make it, it will be a shame.
Yeah.
It will be a shame. It will be a shame because that much money. In regards to the other teams, I'll throw the other ones at you. You guys say the Yankees, but you just don't know there too. Maybe this might be the year of Baltimore. It might just be because they're hanging around, or if Texas makes a run. The only problem with Texas, I think they're not hungry. They're not hungry anymore. So I'm gonna go with the regulars. Unfortunately, Yankees and Dodgers, and maybe Baltimore.
Black, I know you're a big Yankees fan. So what are they saying up north?
You know what, man? I'm not hearing much about baseball, man. It seemed like I was in New York a few days ago, man, and just kind of listened to some things, and they're not saying too much. It's just like the same old thing. The Yankees, I think the Yankees fans have gotten to the point. Wait till the playoffs start and see what we do then. I mean, it's nice with the home runs, the back to back, and all that, but I think they've seen the show before, so I think they're going to kind of wait till the playoffs really get there and kind of see what's going on then.
Okay.
I'll say this real quick. I remember when Boston and New York used to play each other, there'd be a lot of excitement. That's gone.
Not
It's
this
not
year.
there anymore. Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah. And I was watching baseball the other night. The White Sox, in 2 games, they had a total of 98 people in the stands. So you know how we always talk about folks, stop spending your money on bad teams. On the South Side, they're like, oh no, we're not even going to sit there. One of my buddies went. He said, man, I could go anywhere and sit in that stadium. We were all
98?
98 in 2 games, bro. 2 separate games. They had a total of 98 people. Sell the team, Ryan Starr. Sell the team. I know you're trying to get a stadium downtown, closer downtown. Sell the team. It's pretty much done. It's pretty much done. Let's go to the WNBA. I know, Black, you've been following it. I kind of got turned off with it because all I hear is Caitlin, Caitlin, Caitlin. And then, Reese just got hurt. She's out for the season. What are the surprises this season? Because my surprise this season is that how bad the Las Vegas Aces are looking this year. They don't look like the team they looked like last year, and I was really surprised that they're second behind Minnesota.
I'm gonna get to that in a little bit, man. But you're just talking about Chicago. I think you said the White Sox 98. And this to me is amazing. When this happened, it did get the publicity that it deserved. A few weeks ago, the Connecticut Sun played the Phoenix Mercury in the Boston Garden and sold it out. Sold it out. They go sold out. I mean, so when the last time basically a stadium that doesn't even, a city such as Boston doesn't even have a WNBA team and sells it out. So the popularity, you can say it's due to one person, whatever. People are definitely paying more attention. The viewership is up. Some people that didn't get noticed prior to one player coming into the league now starting getting endorsement deals. So I mean, it's kind of being spun in the proper way. To maybe one of the biggest turnarounds, man, and this team has really gotten better from the last 2 years. It's Minnesota Lynx, man. Minnesota Lynx are basically balling. They got an assistant that played for UConn a few years ago. She's not scared of anyone. I watched her play Aces a couple of weeks ago. Agent, she was like, come on, bring this in, girl. I'm ready for you. And that's how they're playing now. They're not scared. They're not scaring anyone of anyone. And while I'm talking about the Lynx, man, I got to talk about my girl, Mark Meyer. I just got to talk about it, man. Love is love. They retired her number, gave her an iron, I believe it was like an iron type of jersey, put up on the rafters, and it's well deserved. Because when she was playing for that team, she did some miraculous things. And, speaking of the Aces, I don't, it just seems to me, I don't know if they came in the season with their head big and thought the league was going to roll over and everybody's going to move out the way and you guys just go get your three-peat. But they didn't realize the Sun was getting hungry. The Liberty was getting hungry. Everybody kind of basically said, nah, we ain't going to, you may get there, which I don't think that we are going to get there, but we're not going to make it easy. And then that guard, man, the guard from the Dallas Wings that no one kind of really want to give respect to, I think this year she proposed to herself. And if Asia Wilson wasn't having the season that she was having, Arike Atumake, I might be saying the last name incorrectly. That sister is balling, bro. So I know you say you didn't pay attention, man. You've been some good players because overall the players got better. And Angela Reese, that girl is like Dennis Rodman when it comes down to rebounds. She's in there she's getting dirty, getting the work done. So, you may want to pick up, players should be starting soon. So you may want to check out a few games because, I know you're not watching the Yankees. You're not watching them. You're not watching Chicago baseball. So I'll watch the woman a little bit balls, just a little bit. It can hurt you.
I was watching the Little League World Series. Ice, what surprises the WNBA?
I had to say this. I'm going to say this. I think the surprises is the reaction to the fans' reaction to the WNBA overall. And people want to make it all Caitlin Clark. I know a lot of people watch because of her, but I think that it's the youthfulness and the way that the young ladies overall played the college game and bringing it to the WNBA really has made it stand out. And of course, wherever Caitlin Clark goes, people love her. I think that's amazing for her, but also for the league. But I think people need to realize that, it took a long time for this to happen. And some people are sitting back looking like, okay. But I think it's a good thing. And I think it's also going to have more people watching college basketball, women's college basketball, even more to see how other players can transform. May not be on the same level of Caitlin Clark, but you really kind of feel that energy now. The players were there, but they just didn't get the love and the energy. Was not there from the people.
I'm definitely
If
looking
you don't mind,
forward to female college basketball, women's college basketball. Yeah, this year.
if you don't mind, I want to jump in real quick, man, because I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to defend the young lady, but I watched Caitlin when she came into the league. Basically, I watched her more in the league than I watched her in college, and I've seen her game grow in the league just as so. And she's a humble woman. She really is. And a lot of the stuff that's went on with her about her name and all that stuff, it's not her promoting it. And it's sad because, you might even took the idea because of her, I'm not going to watch. She's a baller, bro. The young lady is an absolute baller. I mean, I said to my son a couple of months ago, I said, when she learned how to basically take it to the rim and dribble, a couple of weeks later, that's what she was doing. She's popping from outside. She's making that team better. Those players are stronger now with her. They love her. They play with her. And they're in the playoffs. You wouldn't have thought that early part of the season, it was
Yeah,
like 6 to 8 games.
that's
They're in the
another
playoffs, man.
surprise. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. I
I'm
really
telling you, man.
didn't.
So you're missing out. Folks that aren't paying attention and think it's the same old WNBA play. I'm honest with you, man. You're missing some good basketball. Some very good basketball.
Yeah, because I remember when the season started and they lost a few games, they were calling for the coach's head.
Absolutely.
They wanted the coach gone,
Mm-hmm.
and she was just doing her job. So for them to get from that point to go to the playoffs, that's a big surprise. That's a big surprise to me. All right, we're gonna do something called quick hitters. I'm gonna go to Ice first. Any quick hitters on sports this week, or something that you want to address and give us some quick hitters or questions?
Yeah. How about them Cowboys? That's what I'm gonna say.
We got our NFL picks coming up, and he picked the Cowboys this week. He was the only one to pick the Cowboys. Black.
This may take a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. I think this cat is a walking genius. I'm talking about Tom Brady. I sent you information where basically this cat cannot go into locker rooms. He can't talk bad about the referees. NFL has restricted him. He's getting paid mega $1 million. He's to talk about football, and he's on the way to become part ownership of the Raiders. Now think about this. Kraft loved him much as his son, but Kraft didn't want to some part of the team. So I'm sorry, man. I've been saying this for a while. I understand why other players don't kind of do the same thing. This cat's a walking genius, man. Well, and I listen to his voice, and I'm telling you, his voice is a little annoying, but I'll listen to him.
I had it on in the background. I'm like, I can't listen to him. I can't listen to him. Yeah, I mean, to be part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, I mean, did this guy sell his soul to, the Hildebarb or something like that? Everything shines on him, man.
Bro, he's a player. Let's be honest. You're married to one of the baddest looking women faces in this country, right? Just I don't want you. I'm all right. Yeah. He's done better.
Can I throw something in there on that? Do you don't mind real quick?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, you can say what you want to, from the roast to everything. This dude is just smooth as hell. I mean, you cannot like him on the football field, but he's cool as hell. He's cool. He is cool. I mean, he went to the school up north, but I don't even care about that. Dude is cool as hell. He walked in, he has a personality. It's not even about no skin tone or whatever. It's just, he cool as hell. And he gets results. And everything he step into it, he does it. You don't have to be great at everything, but the dude's a character. He's smooth. He's kind of like one of the old school playboys back in the day. Everything he touched, he's like, he's one now, he don't have a smoking jacket on. He just cool. He cool. You would not mind sitting down, having a beer with him, drinking or whatever. And then he come up, and what he do? He dunk a basketball. Like what? Really?
Yeah.
I'm Tom Brady,
because he was making points in the game, and it's almost like I hate to like him. He was making this great point, and I'm like, yeah, that was a good point.
I think he's gonna get better though.
That was good.
I think he's gonna get better. But the one thing I like about him is because he's able to show in this game, he's able to show you what he sees.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? You know how hard it is to, if you right-handed, to go back and turn the ball, throw the left. unless you spot on and you dead in your stance and you hit it directly and you got fired. I'm like, that's the difference I'm looking for. And I think he's going to do nothing but get better as we move forward. And he's going to be hell of. If y'all think Tony Romo good,
Yeah.
wait till this dude gets settled, man.
Tony Romo, your days are numbered. Here comes Tom Brady. Last second shot, Black.
Woo! I'm going to kind of put this to where, Ali, man, that Ali was something else. Ali was one of the personalities that talked it and was able to back it up. And Deion Sanders, you better learn that quick, bro. You all did a lot of yapping, and y'all getting your ass kicked. Sooner or later, the sun's coming down. It might be today, it might be tomorrow. The sun goes down.
Ice?
Yeah, I want to talk about the Texas quarterback, Mr. Ewers, that spent about a few months here in Columbus, Ohio, as a freshman, and then he left and took the NIL money and allegedly ran back to where he wanted to go home and play football. But I think he always realized what it was like for him, because people thought he could initially come to Columbus and be a starter early on. But when he got into the room with the C.J. Stroud, he was like, nah, bro, I need to just soak all this in. But now he's showing you that he's really one of the top guys over the Manning grandson and everything. And I want to give him kudos from Columbus, Ohio, because at the standpoint, he refuses to say the name of that school up north. And says when we beat him, he did not forget his roots, what it was like to be in Columbus, Ohio. And he says when we get done with that team up north, which is what they did, is they shellacked the team up north. So kudos to that young man. Have a great season.
Yeah, I got to give it up for Nick Saban, man, on college game day. He is actually a funny dude, man. If you ever get a chance to really kind of check him out and the banter they go back with the diverse group they have there, he's actually a funny and insightful and entertaining guy. So I'm kind of glad you ain't coaching Alabama anymore and you're showing a different side of you on this side of the game.